Hi, I'm Beth Norcross. I direct the Center for Spirituality and Nature. I'm out here in the Blue Ridge Mountains reflecting on this 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And as I do it, I can't help but get swept away by the beauty out here of the spring that's emerging, the blossoms and the flowers and the buds and so forth. But underlying that, I also feel some anxiety and some sadness because the tulip poplars and oaks and maples that you see behind me are not quite supposed to be out yet. They should have waited a few more weeks. And I'm aware of this change that we're bringing to our climate and the impacts that it's having not just on us but on all of God's beloved creation. So what do we do with these feelings of anxiety and grief, brokenheartedness for our planet and ourselves? Well, I think about that tradition within the Hebrew Bible of lament. No one did this better than the prophet Jeremiah. In the midst of calamity in Judea, when the Babylonians were attacking Jerusalem, tearing down the temple, and taking people away to a faraway land, Jeremiah said this. He says, "How long will the land mourn, and the grass of every field wither? For the wickedness of those who live in it, the animals and the birds are swept away." Jeremiah grieves with the land, and so can we. We can bring our feelings of anxiety and fear and anger and grief and complicity, all of that, we can bring that to God with the land, as Jeremiah did. And yet that wasn't the end of the story for Jeremiah, was it? He bought that field, do you remember, that God instructed him, saying, "Everything is possible with me, Jeremiah." It wasn't the end of the story for the Hebrews as they came back from Babylon to Jerusalem. And it doesn't have to be the end of our story either, does it? We can come back to this land chastened and humbled and trusting and having faith in God's ability to renew us and renew this land.